Well, hello, I'm Luke Voulgarakis from LV Life and welcome to your quick tarot for week commencing the 10th of February, my birthday week. Whoop whoop. Or maybe not, I'm turning 40, it's a bit scary. Okay, right, let's see what we've got. So as always, we'll do 3 cards for general energies and then we're going to do each individual sign. So please fast forward to your sun, moon and rising signs, which in the comments you will see in the description, you will see each of those with their timestamps so that it's easy for you to fast forward to the correct place in the reading. Okay, let's see what we've got for this week. Okay, general energies this week again. 2 of Cups reversed, the Sun card upright, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, let's see how these go together. Right, so we start with the 2 of Cups. When you look at this, I always notice that one person is reaching out to the other. It kind of reminds me of like this extension of an olive branch, like they're coming back together, one person reaching out to another there. But I feel like with this winged character above, like it's divinely orchestrated, like it's meant to be happening for you. And so I wonder if, because it's reversed, I wonder if this is a case of you having to reach out to somebody. I feel like this comes from you because when it's reversed, it's about internal stuff. It's about the self rather than the external world. And so maybe it's time to make amends this week. Maybe it's time for you to start to try and clear the air on something, on a situation with a person. It doesn't mean you have to be their best friend, but maybe just that opportunity to take away some of that awkwardness, to perhaps put a few things to bed. But it's going to take your willingness to reach out, to extend that olive branch. So that's interesting. And then we've got this Sun card. And perhaps, I mean, this is a very joyous card, isn't it? It's a naked baby riding around the horse in the sun, with all those beautiful sunflowers in the background. So this is a real masculine energy. It's the aspect of like the go-gettingness, the going out there, making it happen, experiencing the thing, embracing the joy, and just making the most of life, really. And perhaps you've been holding back a little because of this situation with another person. And perhaps, you know, there's some stuff that still needs to be dealt with to help you move forward, to help you put things to bed a bit. So I feel like if you want to step into this Sun energy, that real embracing energy, you need to fix this part of the puzzle first, to allow you that freedom, to allow you that energy, to allow you that joy. And then we've got this Wheel of Fortune reversed. And so the Wheel of Fortune, I prefer to call it like the Wheel of Life, really, because, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is a game. Life's a bit of a game, isn't it? Everything that we do, nothing's guaranteed. Everything really is a bit of a gamble. And so with that aspect, that energy, I feel like if this were upright, I'd be saying, take the risks, go out there, play the game, take the gamble. But I feel like in this reverse position, you're being asked to perhaps hold back a little bit, maybe, you know, consoling this situation or resolving it rather. Might give you a freedom, might give you an energy and a go-get-itness. But that doesn't mean that you should then like take stupid risks. Like it's not about going out there and like just being like crazy frivolous or making wild decisions. I still think you can go out there and embrace and enjoy and use that masculine energy to really you know, get involved in the world again. But that doesn't mean that you have to do it in a crazy way. It doesn't mean that you have to take big gambles, big risks, do silly things. And so try and understand the well, proceed with caution. I think, you know, you can, but proceed with wisdom, perhaps. Make sure that you are kind of holding back from mad things and going for the stuff that really is going to be solid and good, like in that aspect. Like what's the stuff that really will fulfill you and it is not gonna tip you over the edge if it goes wrong? Like what's the real good stuff that's like a guaranteed win? Okay, so that's your general energy. Now let's go sign by sign. So we'll start with Taurus. Taurus, you've got the Page of Wands. It's a case of almost starting over here. this kind of optimism, this I always, I describe a page like an intern, like starting with some longevity again. So perhaps starting over with some longevity in mind, which would really link with what we've just talked about with the sun and that Wheel of Fortune card. If you were to be gambling on that Wheel of Fortune, you might be taking risks that might be short-term gain. But actually, with the Page of Wands, you want to get out there and think long-term, the bigger vision. Okay, let's go Virgo. And then we've got the Hermit card. So yeah, it's time to consider, like, how has your retreatedness, how has your stepping back from things gifted you? Where's the wisdom in that? Because the hermit lights the way, right? And so perhaps if you've been spending some time hermiting or withdrawing or setting back from things, what wisdom has that given you? How can you use that energy to then start navigating as you move forward, as you step out of the cave and you start to explore a bit further and a bit deeper? Okay, Capricorn. The Tower. So we've got the Tower card reversed. So I wonder if, like, the Tower's when everything comes crashing down, right? But then when the path clears, sorry, my dog's tiptoeing all around all over the floor at the moment, and it's getting very noisy. Apologies for that. The Tower card is when everything comes crashing down, but when the path clears, you have clarity and you see a new opportunity to build a new tower, right? And I feel like that's this, because in this reverse position, I think that some of that clarity is coming. Some of the stuff that's felt muddy because of the tower falling, some of that stuff that's felt dusty, cloudy, and not quite right, and confusing, I think you're starting to get clarity. Things are starting to clear. So I think that's the Capricorn energy for this week, really starting to lean into clarity for your future. All right, Sagittarius. Oh, the Eight of Wands. Everything is pointing in the right direction. So just keep doing keep doing the hard work, keep getting out there, keep doing your thing, making good, solid, secure decisions like those general energies. And just notice how everything is starting to point in the right direction. And notice is a key word there, just to really observe and notice and see what's happening and how good you're doing. All right, Leo. The Moon card, Leo. You've got the Sun and the Moon. You've got the general energies and then this Moon for the Leo sign. We see the rabid dogs between the two towers here, and all that other crazy stuff, the lobster, the flames. So this is the transitional part of your life, right? The transitional part of your current journey, where you have left one tower and you're not quite at the new one and you're just trying to figure it out. And so again, I think you're being asked not to make crazy decisions in this time, not to lean into the craziness, but to try and negotiate it, to work with it, and to really try and make sounder, more authentic decisions this week. Okay, Aries. Aries, we've got the Judgment card. Tides are turning for you, Aries. Things are starting to change and look very different for you to what they looked like before. I feel like this is all by divine intervention, like your world is transforming right now. And perhaps it makes you feel a little bit vulnerable and exposed. Perhaps it feels a little bit uncomfortable and a bit sticky or a bit unknown. But you just have to lean into that. You're at the mercy of it. There's nothing more that you can do other than just watch things change and roll with it. Okay, Gemini. Ace of Swords. You are starting a little bit of mastery here. Mastery over your life, autonomy over your life, feeling like you're starting to win again when things have perhaps felt a little bit difficult before. And the universe starting to deliver the things that you've been hoping and wishing for, in a sense. Delivering the confidence, the bravery, the kind of light at the end of the tunnel stuff, like just really starting to deliver now, and you're feeling perhaps like you're winning again. Okay, Aquarius. We've got the High Priestess here in reverse. So the High Priestess is about finding the balance between the darkness and the light. Understanding that you need to honor both darkness and light. In this reverse position, I feel like perhaps you've been doing a really good job of that. perhaps you have been leaning into some of the darker times and really exploring what's been in that for you. What's the worth? What's the message? What's the self-love that you've developed in that? And perhaps now you're starting to be in lighter times, and perhaps you're now starting to recognize, okay, well, I've got to use the bits of the darkness, the lessons that I learned, to really make the most of this lighterness, these lighter times. And so I think that there's still not necessarily work to be done in the darkness, but you still need to remember why you did the work and what the purpose of that was, and what the lessons were that came out of that, because I really think that's how you're going to navigate things now, navigating things from your experience and your wisdom and your history. Okay, Libra. We've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you're going to start feeling better about things, right? Perhaps you've been a bit funky lately and not really feeling the feels a lot. You think, why aren't things working out? Why aren't things happening? I'm working so hard, I want it to work, and it doesn't feel like it's happening. Emphasis on feel. I feel like this one, in its reversed position as it came out, is that aspect of you starting to vibrationally feel better, and then subsequently start noticing things start happening around you that you've been hoping for and working towards. So it is that aspect of really getting into the feelings. How can I feel better? How can I lift my energy? How can I start attracting things to myself through that vibrational energy, rather than just relying on the universe to deliver it physically to me? Maybe the universal gift is understanding that you can do that yourself by raising your vibration. Okay, Cancerians. Oh, hey, Cancer. You have got the Hanged Man. It's time for you to start flipping your thinking. Is there a situation or circumstance, particularly we talked with those general energies about like reaching out to someone, extending that olive branch. Is there a circumstance where you can start looking at that situation differently? Perhaps you can look at their perspective, a different point of view, or just a more external point of view, perhaps being a little bit more objective about a situation, and perhaps that'll help you then reach forward and, you know, make that connection and extend that olive branch. Because I just feel like maybe you've only viewed things in one way for a long time, and that is actually holding you back. That's causing you more pain. It's not allowing you to step into that sun energy. It's not allowing you to kind of really be joyous and out there and doing, because something's holding you back because of the way that you think about it. So maybe if you can start looking at things from a different perspective, reverse your thinking, reverse your view on the world, it might switch things for you. It might open up a bit of lightness and a bit of clarity, and take some of the emotion out of it, and you know, kind of bring a little more fact into it. Okay, sorry, that was Scorpio, who I just dropped all over the floor. Scorpio, we have got this Nine of Pentacles reversed. This is the bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. It's that aspect of really recognizing how far you've come because of this reverse position. Really recognizing the freaking good work that you have done on yourself, and what a fantastic and different person you are to the person that you used to be, right? So really not keep searching out there for more, for change, for honing and perfecting yourself, but actually just stopping and recognizing how far you've come, and actually how so different you are to before, that perhaps that journey is coming to an end for the moment. Perhaps that need to constantly self-improve or perfect is coming to an end, and you can just really stop and go, wow, look how well I have done. All right, Pisces. Pisces, this is the Six of Swords reversed. I reckon that you've been kind of sailing away from something perhaps for a while. Perhaps there's some things that you had to turn your back on, move away from, that caused a little bit of trauma or upset. And it's been hard, and you've been taking that stuff with you. But in this reverse position, I feel like the physicalities of that have stopped. Like physically, you know, the terrible things aren't happening now. And so maybe you're in a place now emotionally where you can just start to box that stuff off and deal with it and overcome it and address it in a way that is safer, because you're not physically in that trauma experience or response anymore. All right. Well, thank you so much. It was lovely to talk to you. See you next week. Bye-bye.